Welcome to Guitar Gallery. It's Stefan here. I've got Lu, my good friend from Sennheiser, visiting us. Lu, we've been talking about this for a very long time. Yeah.
It's great that it's finally come to fruition.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I speak to Lu on a weekly basis, asking questions about microphones. It's such an integral part of the guitarist. You want to record yourself. You're a singer-songwriter, so you need a vocal solution. You need a solution for to record your guitar. So it's just such a nice fit for a guitar shop, to provide microphone solutions as well. And there's so much that I've learned from you, and I actually want to be selfish with these sessions just to educate myself even more, and hopefully it's helpful for the customers out there.
Yeah. Sure.
But maybe just explain to us, Lu, so you're from Sennheiser South Africa.
That's right, yeah.
But we're actually going to talk about Neumann microphones as well today.
Yeah.
So just maybe explain what's the relationship between Neumann and Sennheiser.
Sennheiser and Neumann are affiliated here in South Africa as well as overseas in Germany. Neumann has been a part of Sennheiser for a long time. They've been in collaboration for many years, and it's been a good collaboration, and Neumann is coming out at the moment with some amazing products. And I think part of the reason why I thought we could talk about a Neumann is because I think there's still a perception with a lot of people that it's not available in SA. I often speak to people and they go like, didn't know that Neumann was available. So it's a good opportunity for me to just talk about Neumann. Neumann itself as a company is doing very, very well at the moment. They're really expanding their ecosystem away from just studio microphones, which is really where they were beginning. They're now doing monitors, they're doing preamps, they're doing a wonderful new interface called the MT48, which we will come and do a video on soon. I've got one at home, and it's an amazing piece of gear.
And Neumann is obviously based in Germany with Sennheiser.
Neumann is based in Berlin, so it has got its separate headquarters to Sennheiser.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and based in Germany, still run by pretty much the family, as is Sennheiser.
Yeah.
So these companies, Neumann was formed in 1928. By Mr. George Neumann. The first microphones he produced was one called the CM7. I think that was, if I remember correctly, was one of the first mics that he produced. And they also used to, funny enough, do cutting lathes for vinyl, for phonographs.
Oh, yeah?
So they had and also they did some recording consoles at one point.
Okay.
So they started off trying a couple of different things, but it was the microphone technology, I think, that really kicked off the brand. And then they released that very famous mic in the 40s called the M49. And that sort of changed the landscape for studio microphones pretty much forever. So the company's been around. It's developed a massive portfolio of microphones over the years. And obviously, we've got a few here. So, so I thought of bringing along one of the more uncommon microphones from the Neumann gallery. And it's this KMS 105 stage microphone, vocal stage microphone. There's two models. There's the KMS 104 and there's the KMS 105. These are great condenser mics for stage. And interesting being a condenser mic. Often live we tend to use more dynamic microphones.
Yeah, because the first thing when I hear the word condenser, I think feedback.
Well, funny enough, in this case, the condenser microphone is there really it has massive feedback rejection. It's a supercardioid capsule.
Okay.
So already off the bat, you're getting quite a focused sort of polar pattern, and with that comes a lot of background rejection. The condenser itself offers a very clear sound, tonally very satisfying, quite neutral, great on all types of voices. This particular mic, if you want to get a little bit technical, it does have a little bit of a treble lift at about the 6 to 10 kilohertz mark. So that can accentuate female vocals quite nicely, or sort of thinner vocals. But by the same token, it's got a lovely low end, great for sort of lower voices, more baritone. It can really handle all kinds of voices.
So as I said to you, it's when we think about a live situation, the Sennheiser 835s, the 9 series, obviously there's other brands out there as well. I would guess with this, because those dynamic mics tend to almost thin out when you move back. When you move, there's quite a change in the tone of the voice. I guess these are more sensitive. There's more detail, and it's more forgiving in that sense that you can move around.
It is. That's exactly it. So it's got a again, with that focus sound, it does accentuate. Well, for one, it's got a very natural sound. You know,
Yeah.
Neumann mics don't tend to color the sound too much.
Okay.
So you can bet that when you're singing into this, you're going to get pretty much as accurate a reproduction as possible. Yeah, again, like you were saying earlier, you know, there's so many different microphones for different applications with different polar patterns.
Yeah.
It's really down, again, to the artist to go and test those different mics. And, you know, I know a singer who likes to change capsules for different songs.
Yeah.
You know, so again, sometimes the song itself can dictate what kind of microphone capsule you might want to use.
Yeah.
Tonally, it can be quite different.
Yeah.
But this is a very focused mic. The 104 model is a cardioid version, so it's got a little bit of a wider cap. And that's great for speech. You know, sometimes you might have a pastor with a mic at a pulpit and he tends to move around a bit. That's great for capturing more of that sound.
Yeah.
This one's dedicated to come in a bit closer, more to get that vocal. And this can handle large SPL. I think you've got up to 153 max SPL on this. So that really means you can take a shouter, you know, someone with a really loud voice, and this will not distort, won't break up.
So it's not just for specific kind of music with a gentle voice. You can use it in a loud setup as well.
Yeah, absolutely. As I say about that Max SPL, it's one of the highest Neumann microphone SPLs.
Okay.
So this is a rock microphone. I mean, this is made for singers with big larynxes, big voices, you know, loud, jet aircraft type of voices. You know, this can handle that kind of thing pretty well.
Lu, and then I guess what's nice about this microphone is it's obviously a fantastic microphone in a live setup. But if you've got a little recording setup at home, also a great mic to use for. I'm not saying studio necessarily, but you know, for good quality home recording. It's kind of an all-rounder where live it works, but also it may work better for recording versus a dynamic mic, for example.
That's such a great point, Stefan. I agree with you. You know, more so than one of their studio mics, you can never take the studio mic onto the stage. Whereas this becomes quite versatile. So absolutely. You know, you've got a little home studio set up. You know, pop this as your vocal mic. Keep one of the larger diaphragm mics for your instrument. And get a great blend of both the sounds.
Okay.
So absolutely killer in studio as well as on stage.
And then obviously phantom power.
Yeah, it runs on 48 volt phantom, so that just means you'd need a mixer with phantom power.
Yeah, and most audio interfaces will be able to push that to the microphone as well.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for telling us more about this microphone.
Yeah, thanks, Stefan. Yeah, it was a good opportunity to just show these off a bit. Keep in mind that they are available in nickel as well as in black.
Okay.
The nickel finish is the sort of default Neumann color. It's a lovely nickel sort of finish. But they are available, as I say, in blacks. And every now and again, Neumann will release a limited edition color.
Yeah.
And in fact, Neumann are running a thing at the moment where you can custom color your monitors. So there's a range of really wonderful colors.
Oh yeah.
Pastel-y type of colors, really cool.
Yeah.
That you can customize your mics with, you know, or your monitors. So it's quite a nice little feature that they do.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Can't wait to hear them in action. But thank you for watching, and please contact us. And you know, we don't know the answer. We'll get Lu involved to give you the right answer and the right advice. But thanks for watching. Thank you for your support.
Yeah.